Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a video that I've been wanting to make for quite a while. And I want us to discuss these things with each other, okay? I want us to look at very easy ways that won't take the developers a lot of time to improve Scum. So this video will be called Top 10 Ways in which to improve the experience in Scum. Now, I don't want you guys to add a wish list in the comments down below. I want you guys to tell the developers what they can easily change that will improve your experience. Okay? Something that you feel won't take a lot of time, but will add a lot of fun to Scum. Okay? So let me start with point one. The first thing that I think will improve Scum quite a bit and the overall experience for new players. Like, you guys know I run multiple servers, but I'm thinking about the overall experience, the vanilla experience, the default experience, okay? I know we can make a lot of changes, but I think it will help the developers to let the foundation of what we change just be at the best possible place. And I'd like your feedback on each and every point. So this is point one. You can put in the comment, point one, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Point two, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Let's have a discussion. Or if you agree with all my points, you can just add your own points that you think will improve Scum quite a bit. Okay. So for me, the safe zones are, the trader safe zones are way too small. And I watched the newest video where Martin, that's working on the quest system, said what's the biggest challenges in a game. And he said because it's multiplayer, exploits are the biggest problems in multiplayer games. And what I read from that is the player element. Okay, how are players going to try and break or stretch the rules or, try and get every little bit of advantage that they can. And unfortunately, I don't feel the sentries, the drones are working perfectly right now. I feel the drones were created for an anti-camp system, but if any of you have experienced the drones, you know that they come to you for absolutely no reason. They come and watch you while you're moving. So I feel for them to use the drones in an effective way, the drone should have basic programming. If a player is sitting still for too long, then the drone must go to him, okay, until he moves. If he moves, the drone must go away. So the drone must basically just go to a player that's sitting still outside of his flag area, okay? And if the player wants to get rid of the drone, then the player should move, not just 1 millimeter. The player should move like 10 meters or 20 meters. The player should move away from the area. Otherwise, the drone will just give his position away. So I feel the drones were anti-camping system. But to get to the first point, the easiest thing I think they can do to improve the game, like for you to get into the Z3 trader zone, you've only got this little piece of land. Yeah, you can come in by sea, but let's be realistic. You've got this little piece of land that can be camped by a clan, and on official servers, a clan can be 10 people. So 10 people can stop you from coming in and out of this trader zone without being killed. Once again, B4, very, very small area for you to get into the trader zone. Here, you've just got this little place where everyone can camp. A clan can camp here, so because you can only get to the trader by the reeds or going over the water here or getting over the water here or this entrance. This is terrible for camping. Okay, people can put traps inside the water, okay, inside the walkways, which is a terrible experience. So I think this can just be improved quite a bit. And how easy is it to improve it? Easy. You can do this on a server. That's why I say it's not very hard. And of course the developers know this. Just like 500. I've got it on 600 on my server. Just at least 500. At least 500, just so that people can't place the mines on the water walkways. At least 500. It's not going to make a major difference, but it's going to improve the experience a lot. I mean, look at the entrance area that people have here. You know, until you go, if you just increase these zones. And I feel this. I'm doing a guide on an official server. I feel that the zones are too small. I can feel on a populated server it's going to be very, very, very negative, okay? Because of exploits, because of players, okay? And, you know, we know what kind of players are playing on official servers at the moment, which just worsens the situation. But still, this is the one way that I feel, you know, the default experience can be improved. It's a small change, but I think it will help a lot. Okay, the second thing that I'd like to talk about is the starter card problem. Okay, the fact that you always spawn with a starter card. If they can give server owner options on whether the players on their servers, you know, starts with the starter card or not. I just feel this is also very exploitative. When you raid a base, you can camp the beds, okay, in case the person respawns on the bed. If you kill a person, you know, you can on purpose kill people just to get their cards, just to empty their bank accounts. It is very difficult to think about a starter card when you're in a raid. Like someone killed you in your base, you respawn, someone, you know, someone's close, you land, someone kills you before you land. Like you on a full server, you can land where someone is. And you're stuck in an animation. You can literally like come past him, didn't see him. He shoots you out of the sky. He shoots you when you're on the ground. You don't even have a weapon. You cannot defend yourself. Some new players like going back to their bodies and then they get killed again. Okay? I feel this should change. I don't feel you must spawn with your starter card every single time. Again, this is point 2. I'd like to get your feedback and your opinion on this, guys. I feel this can be exploited quite easily. So, yeah, I really feel we shouldn't spawn with the starter card. We should be able to go get it somewhere for free. I don't know, $10 for free or $10. We should be able to get it from an ATM. We should be able to get it from the trader, okay? But giving someone free access to all your money, to all your gold, because remember, if they get your if they get your starter card, they can't steal the gold because they need a stronger card. But still, okay, they can take all your money in your bank. It's just, I know you can safeguard it with gold, guys, but you know, a lot of people don't do that. So, yeah, I'll just give you advice on this one. I think the destroying the starter card every single time and the way it can be exploited is negative for new players. Not for me, for new players. Point number 3, guys, is I truly believe that the fame multiplier can be increased. Again, for the most experienced players, it's not that difficult to gain fame. But for new players, which you want to bring into Scum, we want more players. We want 100,000 average, you know, concurrent players without 80% of them consisting out of Chinese players. We want to get new players into the game, okay? So the fame system is too punishing, in my opinion, for new players. It takes them forever to get to like 100 fame. They have to pay 350 fame just to get a car. I'm sure you're telling me, yeah, they can find a car. If you know how clans play by stripping every vehicle of every single part, of all the batteries, of all the gas, it's not that easy for them to get a vehicle or to get a vehicle functional or to not get camped by the trader zone when they finally push that vehicle across the map. You know, one guy's waiting for them because they've only got 10% of ground to get into the trader zone safely. So I feel the fame multiplier should be increased. The as all of you know, my best experience in Scum, my favorite memory in Scum, is when I basically spawned on the island and we had to respawn with fame. So everything that I did gave me fame and experience. So when you come on the island and you've got no experience in survival and you chop down a tree, you get a lot of fame for it because you're increasing that skill quite fast. I think that was a perfect idea. A lot of people say no, but when all your skills are advanced, your fame is going to slow down. You can still add the other ways to get fame. Okay, you can still add specialized ways to get fame. But the new player experience of landing on the island, crafting a bow, crafting arrows, crafting a backpack, and then having 50 fame right there where he is, right there where he landed. He's got 50 fame so that he can, die and spawn by his friend. Instead of having to gather $1,000 so that he can spawn by his friend. You want new players to find their friends very, very easily. Okay? And I feel the fame system was better than the money spawn system. But I'm not saying, I'd like it to be back to the fame system. But I'm just saying, fame overall is way too punishing for new players. We definitely need to increase the fame multiplier. I think 3 is a good number. Whatever you want to do, and give us more ways to earn fame. Don't make it just for the best of the best of the best players. Don't just let your top experienced players like me and the other players with thousands of hours. Don't make it easy for us. Make it enjoyable for the new players. You're not losing us. You need to keep the new players. Again, what point is this? This is point 3, Give your opinions down below. Point number 4 is food spawn percentages. Okay? I feel if the spawn multiplier, the chance that you're going to find something can be separated in various categories, that will help, but that's not easy. So what I'd like to do is just separate the food spawn multiplier. I feel there's way too much of a difference between a farm and finding corn. Like there's corn on this thing. There's 2 pieces of corn on this thing. But when I search it, I'm not going to find anything. There's 2 pieces of corn on this thing. But when I search it, I'm not going to find anything. And because I played on a hardcore server, it reminded me of the first time that I played Scum. And a lot of these things, like if the corn or the food is on an uphill, you have to be downhill to be even to interact with it. Like if you're on an uphill and you are above the plant, you can't interact with it. You don't get a search option. You have to go around it and play Tetris with it to get something from it. And it's just this isn't fun. I know how to cook. I know how to buy the perfect diet from the traders. I'm just saying for a new player, this searching, and especially when you go to a hardcore server, because when you lower the spawn percentage, the spawn multiplier, you don't get guns in lockers. You don't get food in farms. So I feel you should, they should give us more control over this or just increase the food. For a new player to eat something, they're going to struggle with exhaustion in any case because they're probably not cooking the corn. But this searching, I don't mind searching for military loot and not finding anything. But this found no items on something that clearly has corn on it. Is not right for me. Okay, I feel the time that new players have to spend searching for food, which is clearly in front of them, on all foods, all kind of food types. It's just not a positive experience. I'm not saying guarantee it. I'm saying put it at a high spawn rate and separate it from all the other spawns. separated from the food spawn, so that your farm, like this is a farm. But why am I getting 500? Why can I fill up my base with food when I build a farm, but I'm struggling to death to find corn over here? Again, leave your comments in the, leave your ideas on point 4. Okay, point number 5. The loot table in a town. I also remember when I played in 0.5 that I loved coming to a town as a new player. At the moment, when you're experienced, finding clothing and backpacks and gear that will give you inventory space, the last place an experienced player is going to go to find loot space is a town. Okay, you're going to go to the naval base because they've got those clothing barracks with the beds, with those white containers. The sleeping quarters. You're going to go to the sleeping quarters. Anywhere where there's sleeping quarters, you're going to go. You're going to go to a gas station to find a hiking backpack. Come on, guys. Come on. We just need to fine tune it, get back to immersion, get back to basics. I don't care that yellow screwdrivers spawn randomly. Okay. I don't think that's a bad idea. So that everyone has an equal chance to find a yellow screwdriver. But, letting hiking backpacks mostly spawn, quivers and hiking backpacks mostly spawn at a gas station instead of the hunting shops, or instead of hunting towers, or instead of normal shops. If you want bobby pins now, you have to go look at a food market. You have to go to a food shop. So yeah, just the loot spawners, especially in a town. You want new players to interact with each other in a town. You don't want the new player to be forced to go to a military point of interest and get killed there. Okay? You want this to be the place where new players come together. You don't want them to freak out about the encounter system, because the police station is definitely going to show them immediately how broken the encounter system is at the moment. Okay? But, I mean, the time that they have to spend, this is again, guys, if there's 64 players on a server, the loot won't respawn for half an hour. There aren't 50,000 towns on the map. There are towns that most people like looting, but they're not going to find anything, okay? This is their experience when they search a house. This is their experience most of the time, okay? There you find a lucky pet. But just remember, you want your servers to be full. So your settings has to support that positive frame of mind that you want the servers to be full. And towns just don't give enough starting gear. The starting gear loot, this is vanilla loot. This is not a fun experience. It's almost like searching for food at the cornfield, okay? When I find something in a town, I feel lucky. But I'm not supposed to feel lucky. I'm not on a hardcore experience. Again, we're talking about default loot setting. Default loot settings. I'm not playing on a hardcore server. Why must I search myself to death for a shirt? And why must I only, why is food so rare inside of kitchens? Like, kitchens make sense. There must be food in kitchens, but why is food is very rare in kitchens? You have to go to the shops or specialized places where experienced people know where to go to. So I just feel towns need more love for the new players, to attract the new players, to make things a little bit easier for them so that they don't feel so lost. Okay? Because we are skipping a lot, and your experienced players are skipping a lot of places because they know it's a waste of time. I'm at a place where I'm only going to loot like 10% of the map to get to what I want. Let's say 20% of the map. 20% of the POIs. I will loot to get to fully geared and my end goals faster than anyone else. But that's not what you want for new players. You want in the entire map to be rewarding. Again, this is point 5. Please tell me what you guys think about this point. Point number 6, guys. I don't know when this changed. I thought it was a bug. I really hope it's a bug. But I've seen on official servers that a cargo drop takes 10 minutes to hit the ground from where it was announced. Okay? And even if you rent a server, that's the default setting. The default setting for a cargo drop is for it to take 10 minutes to hit the ground. 10 minutes. This thing is going to take 10 minutes to hit the ground. This must be changed immediately back to 2 minutes. Okay? 10 minutes. Do you have any idea how long 10 minutes is? So I'm a new player. I've got six red screwdrivers. I found a bunch of bobby pins. I am lucky enough that a cargo drop lands close to me. I see the cargo drop and I go and the cargo drops in the air and I wait here. I have to wait for 10 minutes and everyone kills me before I can get the cargo drop. So the only people that can get a cargo drop on a full server is the people with the biggest guns. Because with a car, I think you can drive across the entire map in 10 minutes. If you know the map well, you can probably drive across the entire map in 10 minutes. And if you don't know this, not everyone goes for a cargo drop. Okay? So the people that are going for a cargo drop, it's just a waste of time for them. And the other thing, camping at a cargo drop is a major problem. People sit in bushes with your broken camouflage skill, you know, and just wait for other people to play the game naturally, and then they shoot those people because the people can't see them, okay? Because they're sitting in a bush and they're too scared to die and they want to look good and they want to like their own kill feed and they just want to praise themselves instead of trying to see how they can make the experience fun for themselves and the people that they're playing with. And that is the problem with a multiplayer game. People just thinking about themselves. So a cargo drop hanging in the air for 10 minutes is not a good idea on any level. Okay? It's just not a good idea on any level. So we need to get it back to 2 minutes so that everyone has an equal chance to get a cargo drop. If the cargo drop lands on them, they're lucky. The cargo drop just used to land in the 0 sectors. You guys fixed that. But now, you know, it's just the fully geared guys, the guys with vehicles that can get the cargo drop. No new player can have the pleasure of having a cargo drop land on them and making their day. Because now you're giving all the strongest clans time to get to the cargo drop. And what are they fighting for? Seriously, what are they fighting for? Keycard, no. We're going to talk about how easy it is to find keycards. You know, what are they fighting for? The new player wants the chainsaw inside the cargo drop. The new player wants the milk in the cargo drop. The new player wants the low tier loot that you keep putting into the cargo drop. Okay? Reward them. Because the 10-minute system that everyone on the map is going to fight for that one cargo drop is not going to work. Again, this is point 6. Please leave your comments down below. Okay, that's the first time I've tried that. But in any case, now the seventh thing. This is a big tip. If you guys are watching this video and you didn't know it, now you'll know it. You are guaranteed a key card. You are guaranteed a key card in the radiation zone's police station if no one else has taken the key card, because the key card only lasts for 24 hours. Okay? But you are guaranteed a key card. Don't know where this puppet is now. Just going to show you guys. I'm going to get a key card. Okay? I'm definitely going to get a key card. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to explain to you what I'm talking about on point number 7, I just wanted to show you where the police station is, what the police station looks like. So basically, if you go look at the map, if you look at this T junction over here, if you look at the V over here, okay, on this three-way here, where this road and this road comes together, there's a police station right there, okay? That's the police station. I landed on this road with the plane and I landed there. So that police station, if no one has looted the key card in that police station for the last 24 hours, you will find a key card there. And that key card only lasts for 24 hours. Now, the setting that I'm trying to explain is right here. So the default setting, max allowed kill box key cards. The default is 2 with 1 and 1. So on default settings, no one sees a problem with this. And there isn't a problem with this on default settings, because you'll only find one key card in the, whoever goes to the police station will only find one key card maximum. You'll only find one key card maximum. And then after 24 hours, someone else will find a key card. But if you increase this, I had this at 4. Okay, I had this at 4. So the default is 2, 1, and 1. I had it on 4, 4, and 8. I just wanted people to find various clans. I wanted various clans to find a key card. Just like if a clan searches for key cards in the outside the radiation zone at police stations, it will be difficult for them to find a key card. Okay, it will be difficult for them to find a key card, and I don't think there's any situation where there's no situation where I have ever found 2 key cards inside of one police station. But if you make this 4, which it was, my server was on 4, 4, and 8, but then every person that loots the police station, if he loots all the lockers, he gets 4 key cards. Okay? And I understand the developers probably did this to promote the police station in the radiation city, so that people can compete there. Almost like the minefield, People have to kill each other if all of them want to get TNT. And then, again, all of them have to kill each other at the radiation zone's police station if they want to find guaranteed key cards. But the key cards spawn differently in that police station than it does in the other police stations. Of course, because there's only one police station, and here there's multiple police stations. But what I'd like the developers to do is, if I put this on 4, or even if I put it on 10, don't let one person find 10 key cards. That's not fun, That's not what we're trying to do. What I'm trying to do is, if someone plays the morning, I want them to find a key card there. And if another clan plays the afternoon, I want that clan to find one key card there. If they search all the, lockers. And at night, various times through the day, I want a clan to find one key card so that they can enjoy themselves with a key card. Not one person going in there, finding 4 key cards, and then no one else can find a key card for the next 24 hours. Okay? That's a change that I think will help a lot, so that server owners can make this, 5, and 10 if they want to, because when people go out to police stations, they will only find one key card per police station, and it gets spread, amongst the player base correctly. But the problem is, if I put this on 5, and I know how it works. If I put this 5, 5, it has to be 10. Just like default is 2, 1, 1. I know how it works. okay? But even if I make this 10, 10, 20, then the one person that loots the police station in the radiation zone is going to find 10 key cards. So can you please make it so that even if I increase this number, only one key card can be found, you know, for every person that goes there. Only one key card can be found every 30 minutes or something like that. Let the key cards that I find in the police station radiation zone to work like it does in the normal police station. We only find one. Don't let people find 10 key cards if I put this on 10. Don't let one person find 10 key cards. Let me increase this number, but that it can still be spread amongst all the players. Okay? And that brings me to point number 7. You've got one place in the radiation zone. Okay, we've got the power plant. We know we get uranium, and graphite in the power plant. You've got one place here that is the meta now for key cards at the moment. Okay, people that play as long as I do or other people with thousands of hours figure these things out over time. Okay, that's the meta for key cards. But there's a military place. It looks like the military. It looks like the Daisy military post where you never find anything. Add more loot here. Yes, I know I can add loot. Okay, I know how the loot system works, but you can add loot as well. Before 1.0 comes out, add a bunch of unique places to the radiation zone. Let there be unique gear at that military place in the radiation zone, just like you letting people find key cards, in this police station. You've already promoted the big police station. Promote the military place. Promote a few places in the radiation zone so that there's more places where people can fight over a resource. Just like the coal mine, okay? Just like the coal mine is a place to fight over resources, okay? I just don't know why you took away a lot of resources like screwdrivers and stuff, but you've got this place to find gravel. You've got this factory to find cement. You've got this place to find bricks. But you can buy gravel and you can buy cement and you can buy everything to build your base. So I know you might say you're giving the people an option, but you're making the cement and the gravel so cheap. No one's going to buy gravel and cement. No one's going to fight for gravel over here. No one's going to fight for cement over here. And no one's going to fight for bricks over here. No one's even going to fight for scrap anymore. There might be a few people, but this isn't the scrap place anymore. Now people go find scrap there or they go find scrap there. Okay? So yeah, just, again, the loot. Make the loot applicable. Put the hiking backpacks in hunting towers. Put the quivers in hunting towers. Or in the tent locations. We've got these tent locations. Just let the loot make sense again. I'm not saying it's at a bad place, but just let the loot make sense again. Make it immersive. Add the loot back to the towns so that the new player can find backpacks and clothing and normal clothing for loot space inside of towns. Okay? Make the radiation zone exciting. And then please, if I increase the key cards in the radiation zone, don't let one guy get all 10 key cards that I want to spread amongst all the players. That's point number 7, guys. Tell me what you think about it. Point number 8, guys, and again, if we go back to what Martin said, the guys working on the quest system, what the problem is with multiplayer games is its exploits, okay? And there was a time when we could level up our rifles and our sniping and everything with sentries, and the developers changed that so that we can't level up with sentries, okay? Leveling up with sentries was quite risky because you had to do it at a military point of interest. You made a noise, the sentry made a noise. Now, the big thing about abandoned bunkers is people are not supposed to hear anything inside of abandoned bunker. And this is going to be a bonus one. This is not point number 8. This is a bonus one on point number 8. This person working on the sound cannot let someone outside hear exactly what's going on inside a bunker. It's extremely unrealistic. There's no way you're hearing anything through this concrete. What people are up to inside the bunker must be completely private. Okay? Because it can be exploited. Someone just running around here can hear Brenner, he can hear shooting, he can hear the razors, and just very, very unrealistic. So I think the sound guys should block the sound off, I don't know, mesh or block layers or I don't know, but block the sound off inside of bunkers. There are only 25 bunkers. It's not going to take 50 years to do it. Put a layer over the floor, put a mesh over the floor, put a mesh over the outside of the bunker so that you have to be inside the bunker to hear anything. You have to be on the first level to hear things on the first level. You have to be on the second level to hear things on the second level. Okay. Sound. Sound, that will improve Scum a lot. Just the sound. Now, I don't know if you guys can remember, but the first time I did the content creator event for the 0.8 update. I think it was the 0.8 update with Brenner. Okay, when the abandoned bunkers came out. I think it was 0.8. When my team walked into this abandoned bunker, the biggest thing for us was Brenner. Without a shadow of a doubt. The biggest thing that we were waiting for in this bunker, in the abandoned bunkers, are Brenner. Now, can you improve the game by... Can you improve the game? Can you improve the game by changing every abandoned bunker so the layout is different, just like normal bunkers? Yes. Having every abandoned bunker's layout being different is will be awesome. Will be really, really great. But that takes a lot of time. And we're not talking about things here that will take a lot of time. Okay? We are talking about Brenner. See, I can hear Brenner downstairs. Maybe you can say through the vents or something I can hear him. Sorry, guys. Just put a battery in here. Okay? Just so that we all can see. And that was the most exciting thing in this entire place, was Brenner. Okay, it doesn't take long to figure out the razors. Were the razors exciting? Yes, the razors were exciting. But the razors weren't the main attraction. The first time you come into an abandoned bunker and you know about Brenner, that is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for Brenner. That's the thing that you hear when you walk in. Okay? That is literally the thing that you hear when you walk in. But Brenner is ignored. I think that is a major mistake. We ignore Brenner. We hide away from Brenner. So the most excited I've ever been about Brenner was the first time I wanted to kill him. And even after he killed my entire team, we still enjoyed it. It was still fun. We all screamed like, the women screamed like girls, the men screamed like girls. We were laughing, we had a ton of fun until we found out that Brenner couldn't be killed. And all that excitement fell flat on the ground. Okay? Brenner is the biggest excitement factor about the abandoned bunker. But you cannot let him be ignored. You cannot let him sit there in his little corner. It's not right. And again, people are just crawling through here all the time. They're not enjoying the game. They crouch walking. They searching the stuff slowly. And when Brenner comes, they hide because Brenner can't go through a door. Okay, so it's very easy to ignore Brenner completely when Brenner can be such a big part of the game. Please, I feel very passionate about point 8, and everyone in the comments, comment on point 8. I feel Brenner should be killable. Okay? I don't care if he respawns in 30 minutes or an hour. I don't care if he just drops 1 Phoenix Tears. He should be able to get killed to add an excitement to the bunker. Maybe there's some technical things that I'm not thinking about, you know, like when they kill Brenner, then they can go through the depositories very, very easily. Make him extremely hard to kill. Make it so that the few things that we're going to get in the depository and the few things that we're going to get in the armory, you know, we must loot the entire banner bunker for it to be worth it with all the ammo and stuff we're going to use on him. Okay? Don't say, okay, they can open the depositories easily. It's fine. But make him killable. You guys have got creativity. Just understand that Brenner isn't a part of the game anymore. I don't think about Brenner when I come in here. I'm only thinking about the loot, and I'm only thinking about the razors, and I'm only thinking about the suicide puppets because the suicide puppets are broken. Because the suicide puppets are broken. And the suicide puppets can come through walls. And all the puppets can come through walls. Okay? But please, for the love of everything that's holy, make this guy part of the game again. Make him part of the game. Force me to fight this guy. Okay, if you kill the one, another one comes out. You know, you've got multiple here. If you kill him, I don't know, let another thing come out. You know? I don't know, just bring him back to the game, guys. That's all. That's point 8. Give your comments down below. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost close to the ending. If you enjoy, if you enjoy these discussions, if you enjoy these points, if you agree with me, click the like button, click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. If you are as passionate about me as Scum, if you are as passionate as me about Scum, click that like button. And yes, point 9 is you need to give server owners the option. The reason that the puppets are spawning the way they're spawning is for server performance. Now, I know you can't take the encounter system out of the game. I don't know, it's embedded in the programming or whatever. But you can give us options on how far they spawn. And at the moment, these most of the puppet options don't work. But the fact that people want to see puppets at 200 meters, I want on my servers, okay? I want, or you change this for everyone. But at least as a server owner, I had Meat Grinder. I'm thinking about closing Meat Grinder because the only thing that made my Meat Grinder, the Meat Grinder, was the amount of puppets. And unfortunately, you limited the amount of puppets. You limited the multiplier, okay? So I paid for something and I can't use it anymore because you limited my options on it. Just so that, people can't show how bad in the counter system is when everyone knows how bad it is. The multiplier just makes it look worse. Okay, that's not the point. If a person wants a War Z server, you must be able to give the person the option for War Z server. But point 9 is the puppets. Please change this or give the server owners the option so that puppets can spawn in from 300 meters away. I want a puppet to spawn in from 300 meters away. Okay? I don't want, and again, get the puppets out of the bushes and the trees. This is game breaking. Every time you see something in a bush, you don't shoot it because it's probably a puppet. Every time you see something behind a tree, you don't shoot it because it's probably a puppet. But that's going to get you killed 500 times because it's usually a player in a tree and it's usually a player behind in a bush. Okay? And that 1 second of hesitation either lets a horde spawn on you because you didn't kill the puppet in time, or lets the player kill you because you thought it was a puppet. The puppets inside of the bushes and the trees is a major, major problem. And of course, the encounter system is a problem. But again, if you're going to fix the encounter system, please give me the option so that I can decide on my server that puppets spawn at 300 meters and they take at least 10 minutes or 5 minutes to despawn. They don't despawn as soon as, the puppets on the other side of that building isn't going to despawn as soon as I come here. Give me those options. If my server suffers because of performance, it's my fault. It's my fault. Keep the performance on the official servers. Let me fine-tune it. If I decide that puppets want to spawn in at 300 meters, and I want puppets to stay in the world for at least 5 minutes to build immersion on my server, if the performance suffers too much, then it's my responsibility to lower those settings, to lower the distance, to lower the time that they stay in the world, so that I can get the perfect, combination. But I feel everyone wants this. So even if the encounter system stays, just get back to immersion. You can't let a town be empty and then all of a sudden there's 3 puppets inside of bushes and 3 puppets inside of trees. Okay? We can't have it like that. Because every new player that enters a town, it looks deserted. So his first feeling is, wow, this is boring. There's no puppets. And all of a sudden there's a bunch of puppets. And then his second thought is this is broken. Okay? That's a player's second thought. I've showed you this before. 100, 200. Most people in the comments say 200 meters. Just give us the option. I beg you. Give server owners the option to give the players a more immersive experience. Because a puppet is not supposed to spawn behind a tree. But of course, I've probably put off the puppets. I probably put off the puppets here for testing purposes. Yeah, max allowed puppets is on 0. But I mean, a puppet spawns inside this tree. And a puppet spawn inside there. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? Puppet spawns inside of this tree, spawns inside of that tree, spawns inside of the bushes. We need to get immersion back. And then, yeah, that's it for point number 9. And then final point, guys, just give server owners more choice. Okay? Give us more control. We are paying for the servers. You have got no idea when you are going to be able to allow us to host servers from our own PCs where it's not costing us a fortune every month. Okay? The server owners are supporting you. They are housing a lot of players. They are building communities. Let me have full control over something that I'm paying for. And then if my server performance is bad, they will go to another server. Then people will fill up official servers, or they'll fill up someone else's server. But the final point 10, is just give us more options. Let me choose whether my players on my server spawn with fame or money. Give me a fame. Give me the option to change it to the old fame system. I promise you, if you give server owners the option to go back to 0.6, the exact way that we earned fame in 0.6, and the way it worked, if you've got no skill in survival and you chop down trees and that, your survival goes up, you earn more fame. You earn fame with how your skills go up. If you change the fame system back to 0.6, you give us the option to use 0.6. I promise you, most of the survival servers will use the fame system. But give us those options. If I want my puppets to spawn at 300 meters, give me those options. But I don't want my puppets to spawn, I don't want puppets on my server to spawn at 300 meters when all of them are inside bushes and trees. You have to fix that in any case. So that's my 10-point, guys. Tell me in the comments what you think about this. Give your own ideas, but again, easy ideas. If you give an idea in the comments, make sure in your head that it won't take a ton of time. Okay, I know the puppets is a difficult thing, but I don't feel like the way they spawn, I don't feel the 300 meters is a problem. Or 200 meters is a problem. I know the closeness that they spawn out is a problem. I know moving all the puppets out of the trees and the bushes might take long, but also not, because after my video, after I showcased how broken the encounter system was, all the puppets went into the bushes and into the trees within a week. So I don't think if someone can move all the puppets into trees and into bushes within a week, I think that same person or team can move all the puppets out of the trees and out of the bushes in a week as well. But thank you for listening to me give my ideas. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future videos. And yeah, let's make Scum great again. Cheers, guys.